If you like this video and want more information on home bar stuff, make sure you subscribe.
Hey, we're back in the cave, and it's been a couple of weeks since I've done a video, so I thought I'd do a quick video here and let you guys know what's going on here at the bar. I got a new toy for the bar, and so right now this place is a mess. I had to rearrange all kinds of stuff, and I'm having a hard time deciding what I got to do with some of the things, but we'll figure it out. So I will show you what I got. I got a new slot machine. This is an IGT 2000 double diamond, and I didn't know a whole lot about slot machines until I bought one. It sits. I built the box below it, and those things weigh a ton. If I had to guess, I'd say that slot machine weighs 150 pounds anyways, and it's just such an awkward 150 pounds. It's kind of top heavy. So when you do build a stand for your slot machine, I reinforce it quite a bit. It's all 2x4 construction underneath that 1/2-inch plywood, and I still got to stain it. But the slot machine itself, I got this off Craigslist from a guy, and I will show you his site because this guy knows more about slot machines than you'll ever want to know. I wanted a slot machine that would pay out if you wanted it to pay. So it'll drop quarters down into the change bin here when you win, if you pay out, or you can keep playing. The guy that I bought this from set it up though, so it will only pay out $50 worth of quarters, and then it'll spit out a ticket on the there's a little printer that spits out tickets that says how much more you won. But for being in the bar, $50 is plenty. So let's do a quick walkthrough here. This is a one-line payout, which means only this one line pays. You can get like 9-line payouts. Well, I know you can get 3 lines, which would mean this line, and this line would pay. And then you can go diagonal, would be 4, 5. I'm going to say this is 6, 7. I know you can get a 9-line payout. The problem with the 9-line payout is you can win up to $50,000 on those machines, and obviously that's something I didn't want. It takes 2 credits to play, so it's 50 cents to play, and you can either play the 1 quarter at a time, and these would be your payouts, and if you play 2, this would be yours at one time, the max bet. So let's open it up and show you what it is. Well, first we'll pop this little front plate off here. And this just basically is showing you, right here is where your dollars go. When you feed dollars into here, it goes into this box here, and you take the box out and obviously retrieve your money that way. This is your coin comparator, so when your coin drops down, it either goes into the machine, or if you have like a Canadian quarter, which I just happen to have somewhere. The Canadian quarter, you drop it in, it goes past the coin comparator, obviously it doesn't line up, and then it spits it down here and it pops it out in your tray. So that's really all that front page does. Then we'll open up. This is the inside of an IGT 2000. So you have your reels up here. This is the printer I was telling you about that'll print out a ticket. Anything over $50 on this machine. This side, this is your coin comparator. So if you look up in there, there's actually a quarter in there. And you can replace the quarter with anything, tokens or whatever, and then it would recognize the tokens or quarters depending on whatever you put in. So obviously it drops past the coin comparator into this slot, and then it shoots it right into this bin, and this bin is where the quarters are. Inside there's a disc that rotates, and that's how it pays your quarters out, spits them out. There's a little nylon piece back here that's a knife, that's what it's called. So when it comes up the tray, it hits a knife and then gets thrown down through that chute into your bin. Rolls right down there. Alright, let's see here. There are 3 speakers, and like I said, the guy that I bought it for is extremely knowledgeable. This shelf comes out, and what he did is he spliced this little guy in here so I can disconnect that speaker to take the tray off, or I can disconnect that speaker because it is on the lowest volume setting, but it still can be pretty loud. It's a slot machine. That's what they're supposed to do. So let me close this up and well, let me get some quarters out of here. Okay, so this is the Canadian quarter I was talking about. If you drop it in here, it's going to go past that coin comparator. It won't compare correctly, and it'll shoot it out and end up, you'll hear it hit the tray. So you know it didn't go. So I'm just going to put some quarters in. And you can feed these quarters in extremely fast, and it's very accurate, counts all your quarters. Alright. So this is how many credits it takes to play. Up here is how many credits I have in there, 15. I'm not even sure if you can see this with the glare. I'm standing right next to a French door. It gets pretty bright in here. And then I have several buttons here. There's a service button, which will just flash this top light, which is a pain in the butt. Cash out, so if I hit the cash out, it'll cash out all the money I had in there. Or, let me put some more quarters in. I can do a single bet, which would pay out on your 1/4 side, or I can do it again and get the max bet. I can either hit the spin reel with this, and it spins it, and I didn't win anything, or I can hit play max credits, hit this, it automatically goes, or I can hit just 1 credit at a time. I can either hit the spin, or I can pull the handle. I'm not a big gambler. I don't really go to casinos. I don't really like to sit and spend money. But I can tell you this: I do like playing this with my own cash, I guess, just because I can open the door and pull out as much as I want, feed the machine, and play. So I highly recommend it. Anyways, this box, I don't know if I told you, it's 22 inches off the ground down here, and that's height in a regular casino. And I know this because I went to a casino with a tape measure, and people will look at you weird when you have a tape measure at a casino. So anyways, there it is. The problem I have now, since I got this monster, is my barrels on my wall. I got up quite a few, but I also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and more and a clock that I had to take down. So now I'm looking for space, and I guess that's a good problem to have, but we'll have to figure that out in a future video. I might put some up here on this wall, but then I might have to move some stuff around. Anyways, if you have any questions or comments, let me know. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I will show you real quick. Anyways, this is Craigslist here. This is where I found this guy. I went to Craigslist Toledo and just typed in slot machine. He's actually out of Ada, Ohio, which is down, I guess, in between, say, Dayton and Toledo. But he has, I don't know, he probably has 15 slot machines ready to go. If you look, I will bring up his contact information here. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. That is his contact information. Give him a text, or I'm sorry, an email, and he will get right back with you. He was really good with me. I set up everything, and I was down there and got my machine, no problems at all. Alright, well, there it is. IGT 2000 slot machine, quick walk through it. Not an expert, but if you do have any questions or you even want to buy a machine, get a hold of this guy on Craigslist. I wish I could remember his name. I can't. I'm sorry about that. But he will hook you up, and every machine he has, he guarantees for a year. He goes through them. He buys them wholesale from some casino. I'm not sure which one. Cleans everything up, and that machine is spotless. There's not an ounce of dirt on it. Everything works how it's supposed to work. So I do recommend it. And I had people over yesterday, and it was a big hit. Now, is it going to be a novelty and people just won't play it anymore? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm thinking if there's kids around, they'll always want to feed the machine. So that's all for now. In a week or so, I'll get out another video. I know I've been promising to do more mixed drink videos, and I just haven't been around to it yet. Been pretty hectic around here. So next time.